Chapter 1. The Dreamer. Michael had a dream. He dreamed of becoming a successful musician and touring the world, sharing his music with people from all walks of life. He had been playing the guitar since he was a kid and had always been passionate about music. He knew that he had talent and believed that he could make it big someday. Michael worked hard on his music, writing songs, and practicing for hours on end. He played gigs at local clubs and bars, hoping to get noticed by a record label or music producer. But despite his efforts, success eluded him. He faced rejection after rejection and began to feel like he would never achieve his dream. One day, Michael's band broke up, and he found himself alone and unsure of what to do next. He was at a crossroads in his life and wasn't sure if he should continue pursuing music or give up and try something else. Chapter 2. The Setback. Michael was at a low point in his life when he got the news that his mother had passed away. He was devastated and felt like he had hit rock bottom. He was grieving and struggling to come to terms with his loss when he got another blow. He received a rejection letter from a record label he had applied to, saying that they weren't interested in his music. It was another setback, and Michael felt like giving up. He had lost his mother, his band, and now his dream. He felt like a complete failure and didn't know where to turn. Chapter 3. The Revelation. One day, Michael was walking through the park when he saw a man playing the guitar. The man was not a professional musician, but he played with such passion and joy that it was infectious. Michael struck up a conversation with him, and they talked for hours about music and life. The man shared his own story of failure and setbacks, and how he had learned to overcome them. He told Michael that success was not about avoiding failure but about learning from it and using it as a tool for growth and improvement. Michael realized that he had been looking at failure the wrong way. He had been seeing it as a sign that he wasn't good enough, rather than an opportunity to learn and grow. He realized that he needed to change his mindset and start seeing failure as a stepping stone to success. Chapter 4. The Rebirth. Michael decided to take a break from music and focus on himself. He started reading books on personal growth and development, and attended workshops and seminars on self-improvement. He began to meditate and practice yoga, which helped him clear his mind and find inner peace. As he worked on himself, Michael began to see things in a new light. He realized that his dream of becoming a successful musician was not the only thing that mattered. He had other talents and interests that he had neglected in his pursuit of music. He started painting and writing, and discovered a newfound passion for both. He realized that he could be successful in other areas of his life, and that success was not limited to just one thing. Chapter 5. The Renewal. Michael started playing music again, but this time it was different. He played for the love of music, not for the validation of others. He played because it brought him joy and because it was a part of who he was. He formed a new band, and they played at local gigs and festivals. They didn't have the pressure of trying to make it big, but instead, they played for the joy of playing. Michael was happier than he had ever been, and he knew that he was exactly where he was meant to be. Chapter 6. The Comeback. Michael's newfound mindset and renewed passion for music eventually led to a breakthrough. He was invited to play at a local music festival, where he caught the attention of a music producer who was looking for new talent. The producer was impressed by Michael's talent and his passion for music, and offered him a record deal. Michael couldn't believe it. He had been rejected so many times before, but this time, he had succeeded. Michael released his first album, which became a hit. He toured the world, playing to sold-out crowds, and became a household name. But he never forgot the lessons he had learned along the way. He knew that success was not just about talent or luck, but about hard work, persistence, and the right mindset. Chapter 7. The Legacy. Michael's success as a musician inspired others to pursue their dreams, even in the face of failure. He became a motivational speaker, sharing his story of perseverance and resilience with people all over the world. He knew that his success was not just for himself but for all those who had believed in him and supported him along the way. He wanted to use his success to inspire others and show them that failure was not the end, but just a part of the journey. Chapter 8. The Conclusion. Michael's journey from failure to success was not an easy one, but it was a worthwhile one. He had learned that failure was not something to be feared but something to embrace. He had learned that success was not just about achieving his dream but about becoming the best version of himself. Michael had learned that life was full of ups and downs, but it was how he responded to them that mattered. He had learned to pick himself up after every setback and keep moving forward, no matter what. And in the end, he had achieved his dream, not just as a musician but as a person. He had become someone who inspired others to believe in themselves and their dreams. And that, to Michael, was the greatest success of all.